Good evening, I'm Brady Gallagher. Coming up in the newscast, the Society of Physics students launches cantaloupes and our school yearbook becomes a magazine.
And I'm Jeff DePalma with a look into baseball and women's golf. We also have Brianna Swan with your Kutztown weather forecast. Newsbreak begins now.
It's not every day college students get to help interview candidates in an ongoing election. KUR interviewed Ken Krawchuk Friday, April 4th, and Krawchuk is the Libertarian candidate running for governor of PA. He spoke about his views in his campaign in the election. If you would like to see the interview, check out KUR's YouTube page for that and more. If you went out last Sunday, chances are you saw people throwing cantaloupes over their heads. The Society of Physics students hosted the 8th annual cantilever contest just behind Lytle Hall. Teams from the Boy Scouts, Kutztown High School, and area colleges all showed up to see whose contraption could throw a cantaloupe the furthest. Prizes were awarded for the farthest throws in 2 divisions based on the type of cantaloupe launcher. Many of Kutztown students have achieved great honors this year. Sophomore geology major Margarita Melinda was awarded the Carol and Ray Neig Undergraduate Research Grant to study rocks and minerals in China. She will work closely with Dr. Kurt Freehoff and the Chinese Academy of Geological Sciences to conduct lab analysis and field research in Chinese mines. In related news, anthropology majors Brooke and Coco, Guy Sechrist, and Christy Thudium received the Chambliss Award. Congratulations to all of the honor students. I think it's great that we go to a school with all of these esteemed students.
If you just look around us, there's students everywhere pulling off major accomplishments, and it's pretty cool to just see everyone.
Exactly.
We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Kutztown University, the place you chose to spend your college days. Friendships began, memories were made, and dreams achieved on graduation day. Time moves on, new faces come and go, but one thing remains: you can always come back home.
Starting to warm up, but it was very windy today.
Yeah, but the weather is starting to change for the better. Hopefully it's a sign of things to come. Hey, Brianna, what's the weather going to be looking like this week?
Thank you. And yes, this week we are having some really good weather coming in this week. So today was just a taste of it. Today's temperature was high 61. I've seen lots of students around campus today in dresses, skirts, and a lot of males in shorts. Later on tonight, it is going to cool out in the 37 degrees. A little bit of windy, but later on to tomorrow, we'll be in the high 58 and low 33 with some nice sunshine. Later on the week, Wednesday and Thursday, will be in the high 60s and low 30 range. So it's still going to be nice outside. You can still enjoy the nice weather. Friday and Saturday, we are going to have some rain showers. So please make sure that you students are prepared with umbrellas and rain jackets. But it will be in the high 68 range and low 40s. And on Sunday, which we've all been waiting for, we're going to have a degree of 72, which is like the highest weather we've had since spring started. So please be prepared for that. I know I will be. And this is your forecast. Back to the desk.
Thank you, Brianna. There is a new weekly tradition here in Kutztown. Eckhouse Art Gallery held their first open mic night last Thursday. Anyone can perform skits, read poems, or perform music. The gallery will continue to hold open mics until the end of the semester. Refreshments will be provided for a $1 donation, and Eckhouse is located at the bottom of Main Street across from Turkey Hill. This year, Kutztown's yearbook is becoming a magazine. After 50 years of publication, the cost of printing the Keystonia became too high to continue, and the last yearbook was published in 2008. Last summer, however, it made a comeback, this time in a magazine edition. English professor Melissa Nurchinsky and 2013 grad Elizabeth Mazenko made the effort to bring back the Keystonia. All articles were written and published by an entirely student-run staff. The second edition of the Keystonia will be published this month and will be available next month in Lytle Hall. If you're looking to see what the art students have been up to this semester, the Fine Arts Department will be holding a big art day. This Thursday, come visit Sheridan Arts Building from 8:45 to 1:15, where students and alumni will show off their work. Famous guest artists will be in attendance, and awards and scholarships will be presented. Everyone is welcome to attend the free event. I absolutely love art, and I will definitely check it out. Check it out.
Well, ever since taking an art class this past semester, I like to keep myself updated with things in the art world. So maybe I'll be there. Coming up next in sports, I have your up-to-date scores for baseball and softball. I also have an update on women's golf.
If you're anything like me,
If you're anything like me,
If you're anything like me,
If you're anything like me, you have some interest in communications.
and electronic media is what it's all about.
Whether you're interested in radio, television, video cameras,
Lighting, directing, screenwriting.
or any type of editing at all, you know it's all some form of storytelling.
Kutztown University does a great job making us understand the importance in that.
your first semester here, you're taking classes that are also workshops, and before you know it, you begin creating.
The courses here get equipment in our hands right away and give us a realistic feel to what a profession will be like.
You're shooting video, recording audio, and truly producing something of your own.
Our professors provide us with all the tools necessary to become a professional.
We have a fully equipped studio and a control room.
2 Mac labs, multiple editing suites.
P2 cameras, DSLRs,
Lighting and grip kits and audio recording studios.
It motivates us to really learn by making the education a fun experience.
you work together with other students throughout the process and learn how to collaborate within a group, which is important.
The industry demands working with others.
In order to fulfill the major, the students have to complete an internship.
Normally our last semester before graduation, the staff helps you line up an internship that requires a minimum of 30 hours a week.
We're basically working a full-time job and in a realistic setting, working with professionals and learning the field firsthand.
It's a networking opportunity as much as a job opportunity.
Kutztown stands out a lot in that way. Not many other schools require such a thing, and it's a great experience.
The students carry and represent the school's name, and it's neat to become a part of such a good reputation.
That reputation influences our job search. Employers know our school and know what we are capable of.
So if you're thinking of where to spend your next 4 years of college and you're thinking you're a little bit like me,
And you're thinking you're a little bit like me,
And you're thinking you're a little bit like me,
And you're thinking you're a little bit like me,
think about how worthwhile of an experience you want.
think about the electronic media department at Kutztown University.
Kutztown University.
Kutztown University.
Kutztown University.
Everybody, welcome back to Newsbreak. We'll hit things off as the men's baseball team took on the 11th ranked Shippensburg in a doubleheader. They would win the first game 4-3 and will pull off the sweep, winning the late game 14-8. In the first game, Brandon Martinez hit a walk-off single in the bottom of the 7th to win the game. Colin Holmes pitched a complete game, only giving up 6 hits with a pair of strikeouts. In the late game, it was a shootout right from the start, with Kutztown having an 11-run first inning. This is just the second time this year the Golden Bears have had a 10-plus run inning. Carson Baker left his mark by going 3 for 3 with 4 RBIs in this one. Pitcher Raul Pyromali picked up the win with 4 innings on the mound, striking out 4 batters while giving up 5 hits. Kutztown returns to action Wednesday to take on Mansfield. The softball team had a doubleheader of their own as they took on East Stroudsburg. Kutztown would win the first game 5-4, but would split the series, dropping the second game 4-3. Trailing in the first game 4-1, in the final inning, the Golden Bears kept their cool as they mounted the comeback victory. Freshman Marco Ballard drove in the walk-off run, driving the ball off the left field wall, allowing the runner to score from second base. capping the 4-run comeback. Pitcher Dominique Ficard picked up the win as she pitched a complete game as only one of her 4 allowed runs were earned. In the later game, the Golden Bear offense stalled as they could only get 1 run in the first 4 innings. Trailing 4-0, KU tried to mount another comeback, scoring 3 runs in the next 2 innings. However, they would fall just short as ESU earned their first win over KU in 4 years. Kutztown will look to rebound this Thursday against Shippensburg. Let's finish things up by taking a look at the women's golf team, placing 3rd in the Cottrell Invite hosted by Westchester University. The Golden Bears shot a .343 on Monday to card a score of 690 for the tournament. Mercyhurst came in 2nd with the card score of 681. Merrimack College won 1st place, sneaking out with a win with a card score with a 680. The Kutztown squad was led by Jacqueline Clifton and Lauren Smith, who both tied for 5th place with a total score of 168. KU will head to Syracuse, New York this weekend for the Lemoyne Invitational. The tournament kicks off on Saturday, April 12th, and will conclude on Sunday. Well, guys, that's all I have for you today. As always, if you want to read up on any more stats and stories, then head on over to kubears.com.
That's all we have for you tonight. We'll see you again next Tuesday. Be sure to like our Facebook page and follow our Twitter to keep updated with upcoming news from Kutztown.
For Brady, Brianna, and the rest of the crew,
Good night.